now you're tuned in to Straight Up TV, Sling Talk, your favorite slingshot hangout hosted by that dude All-Star. And don't forget to subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV, man. I am your host today, All-Star, man. Welcome to the show, man. We have a wonderful show today. We have an awesome Riders for Life Slingfest conversation that's going to be taking place here. So the live chat will be open, man. And like I said, man, I am your host, All-Star. So listen, if this is your first time, man, I need you guys to hit the subscribe, share, and comment, man. Please do that. It helps the channel to grow, man. You can do all three at the same time. It's free, I promise, and you will definitely be helping SUTV grow. All right, so listen, man, we have an awesome show, man, and I can't wait to start this conversation. So our today's sponsors are the 12-volt specialists, man. And listen, if you want that air base, if you want that Texas base, if you want to be in the winning circle, if you want to be in the winning circle of that sound competition, you need to see Brad. Go to the 12-volt specialist. He's in Fort Worth, Texas, man. His address is on the screen. The phone number is on the screen. If you want that base, go see Brad. All right. Callaway and Sons, man. Listen, this company has been in business for over 20 years, man. Heating and air conditioning services, man, in New Orleans, Louisiana, man. Listen, they have 24-hour emergency services, man. That means any time of the day that you have an issue, they will come out, man. So check out Callaway and Sons, man. Light the night, man. You gotta light the night. You gotta get light the night. It's simple. The website is on the screen, man. If you want to light the night, get light the night. Go see Vernon Walker in San Antonio, Texas, man. And last, Zerati Steelworks, man. Listen, this is a world-class company, man. Professionalism at its best, man. Listen, if you want to take your slingshot from one level to a higher level, if you want to bring your slingshot alive, go shop at Zerati Steelworks, man. Listen, here's the discount code. The discount code is 10%, man. It's a 10% discount code, man. You gotta love it. ZSWSUTV is a discount code, man, while you're shopping at Zerati Steelworks, man. Who doesn't love that, man? All right. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I'm your host, All-Star. So today this is a conversation with Riders for Life Slingfest, man. Listen, the live chat will be open, man. The live chat will be open. If you guys have something you want to say hello to one of the guests, just say hello to the guest. You want to ask the guest a question, just say hello. They will be watching, so if you say something, they'll see it. So listen, we're gonna bring these guys in, man, and this is the fantastic platform, Riders for Life and Slingfest, man. Listen. What I take from these guys is what I'm giving to you, and we're gonna gain knowledge. We're gonna gain experience. There's so much to come out of this conversation, so don't take these conversations so easy. So listen, pay attention, and listen to what the platform is saying, man, so you can get what you need to get out of the platform. All right. So all right, we're gonna bring these guys in, man. We got a wonderful panel guest. So we're gonna bring in first. We're gonna go to Houston, Texas, and we're gonna bring in Mr. Sean Hudson. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, All-Star? How you doing, man?
Oh, man, how you been, bro?
Oh, I'm doing great,
That's good, man. That's good. It's good to see you again, man.
Oh, yeah. It ain't been that long.
Yeah. Getting cold in Texas?
Well, 84, if you call it cold, we'll take that.
Oh,
it's better than 100.
Man, I'm
it's
jealous.
Better than 100.
I am definitely jealous with that right there, because here in Georgia, bro, right now it dropped down to 60s on you real fast.
Oh, man, I love that. Shoot.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good riding weather.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, so let me get the rest of these guys in here, man. Welcome to the show. We're going to go to Indiana. This is Savannah Strong. We got John and Wendy Bettis. What's going on, guys?
How you doing, All-Star?
What's up, John? Hey, Wendy.
Just kind of got down into the 40s here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morning,
Yeah.
we will still ride.
Yeah.
Get out there when it's 50.
John, did you hear what Sean said? Sean's talking about some 84.
Hey, that's nice weather.
That's
Oh
good
yeah,
weather.
for us.
That's good weather. Wow. All right. Welcome, Wendy and John. Let me keep going. We're going to go to Nashville. We're going to go to Nashville, man. Listen, we're going to go to Nashville. We're going to bring in Tim and we're going to bring in Mama Duck. What's going on?
Hey, All Star.
Hey, what's going on? Nashville in the house.
That's right.
That's
Enjoying some outside bonfire weather. It's not 84, Sean, but
Not in the 40s either.
it's not in the 40s either.
It's not. Wow.
We're right in the middle.
We're right in the middle.
Right.
I'll take all that.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Let's keep going, man. Let me get these other guests in here. All right, so we're going to go to Houston, Texas. We're going to go to Houston, Texas, and she goes by the name of Tony Sling Life. What's going on, lady? How you doing? Uh-oh, you're on mute.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, family. How y'all doing?
We
We good.
Good. Yes, we do have that great weather down here in Texas.
Yeah, everybody's jealous. Everybody's jealous.
Another bragger.
Hey.
Yeah, she is bragging. Uh-oh, hold on. We got another guest just popped in. And let me bring him in. This is okay. We have Mr. Herman Charles. Mr. Herman Charles is coming in here. Let me bring him in. Hey, what's up, Herman? You on mute, sir?
Herman, unmute.
Unmute.
Yeah, you hit that on. There you go.
How about now? Can y'all
Yes,
hear me?
sir. Yes, sir. We got you.
How y'all doing today?
We good.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Let's go. We got one more guest as of right now, and we may have some more guests, but we're going to bring in the founder. We're going to bring in the founder of Riders4life Slingfest, none other than Mr. Stan Griffin. What's up, Stan?
What's happening?
What's going on, sir?
I'm here. I'm here enjoying the 84-degree weather that Sean's talking about.
Yes, sir. It is what it is.
Good riding weather.
Quit with the
Yes.
84.
Yeah. What you say, John?
You need to quit with the 84-degree weather.
Well, y'all look like y'all sitting in the garage freezing.
I got a heater on over here.
It was 30-something this morning.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Wow, that's cold.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You
No.
can keep that.
Yeah, they keep that. No.
Yeah, Houston has Texas has some of the best weather there is, especially during this season where everybody want to ride.
Yep.
Right. Hey, it is what it is. But in the 60s is good though. I like riding in the 60s. I just rode this weekend in North Carolina, so the 60s is good. It's just that when it drops down in the 50s, I might have to hang it up in the 50s.
Come on, man.
No, I'm not finna do it, man.
Yeah, I rode back from New Orleans. It was in the 60s on Sunday. It was in the 60s. So
Yeah.
it was a good riding weather, especially with the sun out.
So what it is right now in Georgia, so you can get out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, maybe even 4 o'clock, and you good. It's good weather. You in the 70s, you 69s or whatever. But towards that 7 o'clock at night, you got to get your tail home because that temperature drops real fast. It drops real fast right now.
I came to Georgia last year doing the Sling Fest, and it was cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cold last year. But this year, I didn't make it this year, but I hear the weather was great.
Yeah, it was nice. It's all right. Well, listen, man, I want to thank you guys for taking time to come on Straight Up TV, man. The fantastic Riders4life Slingfest, man. I want to thank you guys for definitely taking time. I guess you guys could have been doing so many other things, but you guys came on Straight Up TV, and I appreciate that. I don't take that for granted, man, because I know when I hit you up and ask you to come on, you guys always accept my offer to come on, man. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir.
We do.
So So let's just ease into this conversation, man. So I seen Stan on Facebook. So we got some promotions going on within the Riders for Life Slingfest. So let's celebrate some of those promotions if we can, sir.
Well, when you say promotions, I mean, are you talking about people with such as Herman?
Yeah.
Herman came in. I mean, one of the things that our newest venture that we have going on is Riders for Life Advantage.
Okay.
And Herman was gracious enough to step in as director for that unit of Riders for Life. Riders for Life has so many things going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many talented people, in our family here. Include Mama Duck and John and Wendy and Tim. We want to take advantage of that talent. And in taking advantage of that talent, I mean, we have some of the brightest people
Right.
that comes in and, and we use their expertise and we grow Riders for Life. I'm going to let Herman tell you real quick what Riders for Life Advantage is. I think he has a little bit more down packed than I do.
Okay.
And that gives them, a little bit more time to kind of sell it, to the community.
Okay,
So,
cool.
if you can, chime in here, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. So what we're trying to do with Riders for Life Advantage, we want to create a platform not just for the local people. We want to create a platform for everybody. That means the vendors. That means people out there with slingshots, individuals that don't own slingshots. We want everybody to participate and be part of a program that everyone can benefit from. And the only way everyone could benefit from it is by getting everybody on the same accord, right? So hopefully we can take this platform, we can go ahead and roll it out, and everyone becomes a part of it, and everyone can benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, it's basically geared. Right now, our first phase of it, it's geared towards the business community. Our partners that come in, our sponsors. It's more of a membership program where it generates revenue for Riders for Life and its various programs. So, we haven't rolled to the everyday member. We'll eventually get there, but right now we're focusing on our businesses. People that support Riders for Life. We have a massive amount of support, and we want to be sure, that we can give back to those businesses and allow them to advertise on our platform through Riders for Life Advantage.
Nice. I like it, man. I like it. Herman, you sound excited about it too, sir.
Oh, very excited. Very excited. Yeah. I was, let's say, more than happy when the position was offered to me. It was no way possible I could turn it down.
Yeah. You know what? That's important, Mr. Griffin, to find the people who want that position, people who want to do that position. Because when someone wants to do it, they're going to do an excellent job because this is something they actually want to do. And the way Herman speaks is that if it fell into his hands for a reason.
He's a great fit for it. I mean, I've worked with him for a very, very short period of time, but in that short period of time, I feel that he's the right person for the position itself. I mean, he's taken it, and in a matter of days, he's done a lot with it. And I feel that in a matter of time, I mean, the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
So we put people in place. I mean, Riders for Life is the largest three-wheel community in the world. Again, we have a lot of talent, and we want to take that talent and put it into play. And do some things around the country that that could benefit everybody.
Nice. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, Stan. Hey, that's why you're the Riders for Life Slingfest guru, co-founder, the brain. Hey, making it do what it do. Hey, you making masterpiece moves because I'm looking at Herman right now, and I know he's the right fit because the way he speaks about it, he speaks like he's ready to do something right now with it, right now.
Yeah. Definitely, very passionate about it. Very passionate.
That's nice, man. That's nice. Awesome, man. Well, congratulations, Herman. We got crawling 504. They say. I'm put it on the screen. Congratulations, Herman. Crawling 504 sent you a congratulations.
Thank you. Truly appreciate it.
All right. All right. We got Jack Long, the ambassador, in here. He's saying good evening, All-Star Stan and all the Riders for Life family members. All right. We got Show Off in here. All right. Let's see who else is in. We got Trey Henderson in here. What's up, Trey?
What's up, Trey?
Trey.
What's up, Trey? Trey.
Hey,
Trey says, okay. What's up, Trey? All right. We got Miss Polly Leaf in here. What's up, Polly? G Money from Team Light 'em Up is in here. What is Mama Duck doing in here right now?
I'm saying hi to everyone. I'm multitasking.
We got Paradise is in here. Hey, Paradise, how you doing today? All right, so let's keep this going, man. I want to talk Slingfest. Slingfest. Everybody knows Slingfest. So Stan, or maybe Tony, I don't know who, but I want to know from the beginning of Slingfest, how many Slingfest events have there been?
You remember the answer, Tony?
87.
Good job.
Great job.
87?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Texas City this year knocked us out the ballpark. If you were not there, you missed a hell of an event. And I mean a hell of event.
Yeah.
It was told to us by the city that we had, 6,000 people there. And when I tell you, it
wasn't all slingshots, let me say.
Yeah, it wasn't all slingshots. But when I tell you it was a block party like none other, I mean, it was outstanding. It was outstanding.
Yeah.
And next year we plan to go even bigger. So definitely, All-Star, you better be there.
Yeah,
you gotta come. You gotta come.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And on that note, I want to give a quick shout out to Jimmy. He's not on here tonight.
Oh my God!
Yes. But he really clowned. He done a great job. I was able to sit back, and have my few drinks, ride around, do a lot of things that I couldn't normally do. He stepped in the role, he and Sean and Tony and a number of other people, Herman, just a big hand to everybody, that pitched in other than me, because I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing this year. I just sit back and I watched, and they did a phenomenal job.
Yeah,
they did.
And that was the goal. My goal was, I told him, we want you to sit in a chair and wave at the people. That's it.
Yeah, that's all we wanted them to do, All-Star. Smile and wave.
Yeah, she told me look pretty. That's what she told me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a great time. We had, a lot of people came out. Louisiana, they always support. We appreciate them coming down. Our group NOLA, I appreciate them. They came down. Louisiana is always the life of the party, of course.
Right.
They came down. We showed them a great time. I went to New Orleans this past weekend on my slingshot, and they showed me a great time.
Wow, nice.
So it's nice to know. And even in saying that, and me traveling, I've been to a number of communities, all across the country. I remember years ago, I drove into Nashville, and I didn't know Pam from Penny. We went to a service station. I met them at the service station. I told her I was in town. They came out, and the rest is history. So you meet a lot of good people. I mean, the slingshot community has gotten in my opinion, a bit political, where you use the word political.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups out there, and there's a lot of good groups and a lot of good people. But the thing for me is, I want to work towards keeping the fun in it. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that is drop some of the pettiness and drop some of the politics and just have fun. Don't worry about the groups. I mean, when we're together, let's create one big family. It doesn't matter, the color of your skin or what your background is, all of that, where you work. What matters to me is that I bought my slingshot back in 2018. You know, and we can still all come together, you know, and have a great time.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what I will say to that, Stan, is that's why I like doing the sling talks, because the sling talks, you know, it brings slingshot owners across the United States together.
Right.
It's like a meaningful conversation amongst slingshot owners, man, for us to learn each other and learn about people around us. And we share ideas, you know, suggestions, experiences. So it's working great, man. So every time I have a sling talk, man, I feel like I'm just doing something to bring everybody together.
And
you know, and when I invite, I try to go all the way across the United States. I start on one side and I invite going across the United States, so I cover the whole United States. And so sometimes I go heavy on East Coast, sometimes I go heavy on the West Coast. But the thing is, though, I know that if I'm heavy in North Carolina, the Texas people are watching, the Louisiana people are watching, or they're gonna come back and watch it later. All right, so we got another guest, man. We got another guest, and I don't know who this is, Stan.
Ryan McPherson from Chicago.
Okay, we're gonna bring in Ryan McPherson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another guest. Let's bring in Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Can you hear us, Ryan?
What's going on, Ryan? How you doing, sir?
Hello, Ryan.
I don't think he hears us.
You got that mute?
No, he's not on mute.
Can you hear us, Ryan?
Can you hear me, Ryan?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll let him figure it out. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. He'll start hearing.
Ryan, you know, for those that want to know, Ryan is our state administrator for Illinois, which of course
I can't hear nobody.
Oh.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear nobody. Let me see.
Hey, Ryan.
Let me see how to work this thing.
All right, man. Well, welcome to the show, sir. We live right now, sir.
I'm gonna get him to log out and log back in.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's gone, Bert. I mean, he's going.
Okay, yeah. Well, he can figure it out. But anyway, Ryan is our state administrator for all of Illinois, which includes Chicago. You know, we have a growing membership down in Illinois. You know, again, you know, we have problems everywhere. You know, whether it's in Texas, whether it's, you know, we people, and we're gonna always have problems. You know, so you know, we're still working out some of the kinks in Illinois. You know, and Ryan is doing a fabulous job. You know, we're getting those things worked out. So, you know, kudos to him wherever he is. I'm sure he'll be back once he figures out, you know, what's going on with his mic. So, Wendy, y'all sure are quiet back there.
They're cold.
Unless she's with Mama Duck.
Really?
It looks like she's freezing.
No, I do have a winter coat on, but I'm comfortable though.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable.
Man.
All right, Stan. Let's keep it going, y'all. So 87 as of today. 87 Slingfest events. That's nice. That's awesome, man. Listen, man, congratulations to that. And that's and counting.
And counting. And let me add, and while we're on Slingfest, you know, I'm sure everybody's heard. I mean, and I'm gonna repeat it. Slingfest was, according to Polaris, the number two event in the country. It came as a surprise to us, you know, but a welcome surprise, let me say.
Yep.
You know, I mean, we've invited, you know, a number of you know, guests from all across the country, you know, and Canada, you know, to our events. I believe was it y'all, Wendy, or was it you, Pam, that y'all had some visitors from Canada? Who was it?
We had people come from Canada. I believe it was Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Nashville too.
Can you hear us, Ryan?
I'm in here now. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Hey, sir, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me.
All right, can you introduce yourself, sir?
Ryan McPherson up out of Chicago. Running for Riders for Life Chicago faction.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're a little bit more than that. You're Illinois, sir.
for the whole Illinois, but when we go to talk about it, it's Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. I'm with it. So if Ryan, what we just talking about right now, there's been 87 Slingfest events since the start of Slingfest. So we were talking about that, taking a minute to celebrate that and counting, Ryan, and counting.
For sure.
Yes, sir. So hey, Stan, what you gonna do when you get to 100, Stan? Slingfest.
I don't know.
Good, y'all gotta. Hey, that's gotta be.
I'm gonna retire. My only title in Riders for Life is founder. So I want to sit back, and enjoy the fruits of when I had to pay for everything at my back. And now that we have Polaris and others, writing the check, for these events. I mean, we're still the only event that's free to get in. We're the only platform that's free. I mean, you never pay an any admission cost, and that's because we are completely funded by Polaris. Completely.
Nice.
We had a few bugs this year. Don't want to go into that, but Polaris has assured me, that next season, that they'll continue to fund our events, and we're very, very appreciative of them and the dealers, Houston Motorsports, Ride Now, just any number of dealers from all across the country, that have shown their support, for our platform. And again, I believe I was told, and maybe somebody call me tomorrow and correct me, but I was told that we are the only platform that is sponsored by Polaris, the only one. So we don't take that with a grain of salt.
No, you shouldn't.
I think we've worked hard to get where we are. We have a lot of proud members, a lot of members that don't mind saying that they're proud. Because we've worked our tails off, I can't claim that we're number one on Slingfest, but here's the thing: I don't mind being number two.
Yeah. Hey,
nothing wrong with being number two.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Stan. I seen it on the internet, and you guys are way up there, Stan. Yeah. And that's something that you should, hold your head up proud, because it's a lot of people that's not on that list.
There's a lot of people not on the list.
And to make it so high,
names, but again, there's a lot of people that's not on the list, but again, we're proud to be on it. We're not knocking anybody for not being on it. But right. I think it's a nice pat on the back without doing it ourselves. To know, that someone is recognizing us, in a way that all of our members, can be proud of. Certainly, I'm proud. I mean, every day, Riders for Life reaches the milestone. We had Polaris. They did a count of all of our members and followers on all of our pages. Yeah. And as it stands today, we have over 70,000 members and followers. More than any other platform out there. So, I don't mind tooting my own horn when somebody else gives me the numbers.
Yeah. Well, what I will say to that, Stan, is that was not a neighborhood award. That was national. That was the big time.
And we have groups in Canada and Quebec. I communicate with them regularly. The ones that speak French, it's a little bit more difficult, for me to communicate with them. But we use the translators, and we're hoping next year to finally do a Slingfest somewhere in Canada, likely in Ontario. But again, Riders for Life is the Big Tent. I mean, we have all nationalities, all races. We welcome everybody. to me, Pam and Wendy and John and Tim, it's not about the color of our skin. It's about, I can hug them and cry with them too, regardless of, what else is going on. So, I'm proud that we can honestly say that we're a big tent, of people, that love one another and, people that get along.
Right. All right. We got Shane. What's up, Shane? I'm seeing some messages here. We got Shane. What's going on, Shane? Chicago, Taiwan. Shout out to All Star and all the great people on the show tonight. We have the Godfather. Godfather is in here. He says, "That's great, Stan." Jack Long says, "Congratulations, Stan." So we have some people in here. Light them up. We have Team Light them up here from New Jersey. They're on tonight. All right, so let's keep it going, man. So
you wait a minute. Before we go on, you've evolved quite a bit.
Huh?
Your show has evolved quite a bit.
Oh,
Stan. I've been putting in work.
Yeah,
I've been putting in work, man.
I can tell. I don't remember this little thing going across the screen. The little marquee. I don't remember none of that. I remember when you were primitive.
Man, oh my God. Hey, Stan, I've been working, man. I've been working, man.
It shows.
Hey, I tell you what, Stan. Hey, it ain't easy neither, man. It ain't easy, man.
No,
it ain't easy.
Believe me, I know.
It ain't easy. Good God. But I bought into what I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to do is bring people together. So I want people, I'm telling you, I want people on the other side of the United States to know how I feel about a detachable steering wheel. We're just going to conversate about everything. So when we meet each other, we already met. We already met online 2-3 times. Now we really meet in person. So it's like, I already know this person. So, it's a meaningful conversation amongst the same people who share the same passion of a slingshot. That's all it is.
Honestly, I feel that way at every sling event that I go to. The first one was in Baton Rouge 2 years ago, and the Southern hospitality was real. So I feel like on any event, sling event that we have, it feel like family, and they just good outcome.
Yeah. Good. All right. So let's keep this going. Hey, so Stan and everybody, I do what it's called the Sling Talk, right? The Sling Talk is where I bring like 12. I can have up to 15, but I try to keep it to 12. I can have 12 guests on the screen, and we talk about. I have some talking points, and then we talk about whatever they want to talk about. So one of those things, Stan, was that they gave a lot of love that the Slingfest gives out a second place for sound or for whatever. You guys give out a second place. And there was a lot of people in the discussion that said, you know what? You drive 8 hours, you take time out to go to the event, and you want to walk away with something. So for you guys to give out a first place and a second place, that means a lot to a lot of people. And once again, I think you guys are consistently doing it. So what does that mean to you guys, and why do you guys do it?
Well, we want everybody. We want everybody to take away something good. You drive from Chicago to Texas, or from Chicago to Baton Rouge, and you come down and you see, Texas. The audio scene in Texas is a bit different than the East Coast. So we want to expand, where when people go back, they can feel good about, our events. We do a lot of things different, at our events. And as you mentioned earlier, and maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself, is we don't use the paddle.
Yeah.
It's we want, we've had people complain, so and so, this platform used the paddle. Why don't y'all use the paddle? Make it across the board. Everybody hears something different. In judging. We use a scoring system, and what Sean here, I may not hear. My hearing, I'll be 60 years old, in a month or two.
Mhm.
And I may not hear what Sean hears. So but in being human, we want to take what Sean hears and what Stan hears and want to be fair with it.
Nice.
We've not considered doing paddles, and I'll be honest with you, I'm totally against it.
Mhm.
I believe it was mentioned on, one of our admins, called me from another state. I missed your last show, I think it was, and he told me that, he said, yeah, Stan, he said, there was some, talk about why Slingfest, why Riders for Life, don't use paddles.
Mhm.
And one of the things that the responses that I can always give is that Riders for Life was designed to be different. And
Okay.
in being different, we're going to stick with what we believe in and what works for us that may not work for someone else. The scoring sheet works great for us. I mean, we of course we have to pay for the paper and the printing and all that. And it takes a little bit more time, to add up those numbers.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that the paddles are fair or unfair or but this is what works for Riders for Life. This is what works at our events.
Yeah.
And I want to do, what we're comfortable with.
Mhm.
Again, I mean, it keeps down a lot of the confusion. One of the things that member added, during that conversation, is that in many ways, Riders for Life is without the drama.
Mhm.
And in not doing the drama, and I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, so don't nobody send me no text messages. I'm just saying we do things different. We do things that's comfortable to us, and with our family being so big, the Riders for Life family being so big and well known, all across the globe, we're able to take what works for us, and still have a successful event.
Mhm.
We have a lot of support. Um, I know people, I know members and admins. I know every last one of them. I've met the majority of them. We're constantly adding groups to our umbrella. We allow those groups to maintain their own identity. But they're Riders for Life no less than the ones that carry our name. So it's again, it's a big tent, and in being our size, I think someone called me yesterday and say, Stan, did you hear or did you read on this group, this or that? And my answer is always, my hands is full with Riders.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can get done in Riders for Life and receive and don't get me wrong, I love everybody's support, but at the end of the day, the majority of support within Riders for Life and Slingfest is from our own groups.
Right.
It's from our own groups, from our own members. I have yet to see one of our events that didn't have a multitude, of slingshots, a multitude of and you look around, and everywhere you look, there's a Riders for Life shirt. That first shirt that Cynthia did with the logo on the side,
Yeah.
everybody bought them shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, we sold more than 11,000 of those shirts and counting. I mean, everybody has one. So those are things that we're proud of. So why not do it our way?
Right.
And not knocking anybody else's way, but if our way works for us, then that's what we're going to stick with.
You should always stick to what works best for you, and not what works best for anybody else. You should always do your thing, your identity. I was just sharing with you the Sling Talks, because the Sling Talk is different. It's different. It's slingshot owners across the United States, and the next thing could be, we could be talking about A or Z or whatever, but it was just one of the talking points that came up. Let me give a thank you to Carolyn Charles for super chat. She says, "Congratulations, Herman. He is silent but powerful, always behind the scenes working."
Extreme.
Thank you for that super chat. All right,
Thank
we
you.
also got Black
And by the
Mamba
way,
in here.
Carolyn is Charles's that's his wife. You
Right.
know, so for those of y'all that don't know,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, she's his #1 supporter.
that's Doxy. That's Doxy.
Correct.
Doxy. That's
That's Doxy.
Doxy. Okay. All right. Black Mamba is in here. We got White Lotus is in here. The Game Changer is in here. All right. So let's keep it going, man. So listen, if you're just not tuning in, man, there has been 87 Slingfest events since the start of Slingfest, man. So you guys get in the comments. I want you guys to say congratulations to the Riders for Life Slingfest for 87 Slingfest events. And if you know how hard it is to put on one Slingfest event or one event, then when they say they have 87, you have to get in the comments and congratulate this platform. All right. Stan, you jumped the gun on me, Stan, with the paddle thing. God.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you talking about want to get ahead of something.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, man, I want you guys to introduce yourself, man, too, man. I think we skipped that. I know I introduced you coming in, but Sean, and we're gonna go down to everybody. Tony, Ryan again, Herman. You introduce yourself again. We have 47 viewers from YouTube, and we have all the panel members. So go ahead and introduce yourself one more time, Sean.
Sean Hudson, Houston, Texas, Texas State admit.
Got it. Tony. Oh my God.
Not working.
Tony, I don't know what what she be doing.
Let me introduce her. Tony
Go ahead.
#2.
She's #2.
Yeah, she's our #2. She's our #2. She's second in command behind me. Actually, she's our #1. Because I take instruction from her.
Yeah.
But why she's not on here, I'm gonna tell her she's #2.
Yeah.
So, she can correct me tomorrow. But Tony is our #2. She does a fabulous job. She has a great connection with all of our members. She was at our first Slingfest in Tampa. Just real quick, and I'm gonna say, I appreciate Wendy, John, Pam, Tim. They have backed me. They have. I remember when I was driving to Nashville, Pam called me probably every 20, 30 minutes to see where I was. She wanted to make sure I was all right. And it's genuine. It's genuine. It is. And I know it to be genuine. I've climbed the mountain to her home.
Tony, back.
She lives at the top of this big mountain. Tony, are you back?
Oh my God, she's
sideways.
Okay, there she goes. She back with us now. Tony, you back with us? Oh my God.
Lord Jesus.
Tony.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So and a shout out to John and
she out of there.
I delivered Wendy's slingshot to her years back.
Yeah.
She bought it here at Mancuso here in Houston. So I still remember the day when I pulled up and she was jumping up and down, and it looks nothing like it looked then. Shout out to everybody in Riders for Life. No matter where you are, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in the United States, I appreciate everybody, for supporting Riders for Life, and in doing so, supporting me.
Okay. All right. We have a super chat from Black Mamba. Black Mamba, thank you for that super chat. Her message is, "Hi, everybody. Love."
What's up, Black Mama?
Hello.
So how do you do the super chat thing? Can I
when you comment, you have to hit the little $sign before you comment. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
All right. We also have some congratulations. Erica Harrison. She says Tony P is a doll. We have Carolyn Charles says Tony is #1, and we all know it.
No,
we all know it.
I started some stuff. I tell you.
Sean, why are you looking so serious? I'm just saying, Sean, they say you're looking too serious, Sean.
Hey, you know that's how I am. I'm focused, man.
Tony, are you back with us? We want to talk to you, Tony. Are you back?
Take it off mute.
She going down again.
All right, well let's move over to Mama Duck and Tron Shot so they can introduce themselves.
That's Pam and Tim Armstrong, Mama Duck and Tron Shot, Riders for Life admin, State of Tennessee.
State of Tennessee. All right, right, nice. All right, let's go up to Wendy and John Bettis. Introduce yourself.
John Bettis. Mostly people know us for Strong, but we are the admins here in Indiana for Riders for Life. They've always supported Strong. Once Stan found out the story behind Savannah, he was 100% aboard in getting the words about Savannah and supporting us and getting the show better along with Pam. Pam jumped in and basically excelled Savannah Strong along with him with these paint jobs on these things. He put his heart and soul into it, and we can't thank all you guys enough for supporting us in Savannah.
All right, let's see if we get Tony. She's back. Tony P. Sling Life. Tony.
Well, I tell you, she's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
All right. So hey, Stan, Godfather says when you came to Arizona, it was one of the best rides he's done.
I remember.
God.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a part of them 87s, son. That's a part of them 87s. Wow.
Yeah, and you know, he was phenomenal. I mean, shout out to him. At a few years back, I drove up to Phoenix, and he and a number of slingshot owners up there. They took me into the mountains and to the dam, and I mean, just a number of places. And I mean, I was in awe about some of the, a lot of the scenery, that I saw while I was there, and they treated me, with nothing but class, and and I appreciate it. I do. All of it. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Tony, can you hear us?
Tony, can you hear us now? I don't know. Somebody might have to text Tony. Tony, can you hear us?
No.
Oh,
You're on mute.
You're on mute. You actually on mute this time.
Take it out mute.
Oh, I think she knows. She says she knows. All right. Let's keep going. Man. So Stan, I wanted to say, man, and to everybody on the screen, man, Riders for Life Slingfest, I wanted to thank you guys for allowing me to put you guys on the scorecard. Scorecard is for all platforms that have sound competitions and hold on a second, and sound and light competitions, man. And so at the end of the year, I give out my featherweight of the year, welterweight of the year, LED champion of the year, and that's one big chain that I give out. And Mama Duck and Tron Shot are sponsors of one of those chains this year. So it's first place wins. It's first place wins that get you on the scorecard, and I track those throughout the whole year. So the purpose of it is to make sure I can fairly say who is the lightweight champion of the year, who is the welterweight champion of the year. By tracking this all year, that's the only way you're going to be able to keep up with it, because some people delete things off Facebook and some people delete things off YouTube or whatever. So I have to track these event by event, and I wanted to thank you guys for allowing me to do that with your platform. Here's Tony. Tony, you back?
I hope so.
Wow.
Wow.
You back.
You look exasperated.
I hope so. I had to get off my iPad and get on my cell phone.
Okay. Well, you back now. So, Tony, we had a couple comments about you, but they say Stan said you were the number 2 in Riders for Life, but everybody else says you're number 1. You're number 1.
That's right. I'm number 1.
I told you. That's why I said it while she wasn't on there. Yeah, she's number 1.
Yes,
I have to keep him in line.
Oh yeah. I think that was one of the comments. I think that was one of the comments.
Let me add this too.
Hey,
even
the Black Mamba came on and said that I was boss.
Yes.
Yeah, she's boss. So here's the thing with Riders for Life. The way we're set up, although we're giving out titles, we're all equal here, and that's what works. I mean, I don't call down to Nashville and tell Pam how to run Slingfest. When I go down there, she tell me get my behind somewhere and sit down. And that's what I do. I don't tell Wendy and I don't tell anybody. We're all equal, and I think that's what makes Riders for Life work. Where what we do, I mean, especially in Texas City, we take everybody's ideas. I mean, nobody's shouting out orders. Nobody's telling. I remember. I think it was last year. Someone suggested that I call down to Nashville and tell Pam a few things about her show. So she and we laughed about it, and she said, "I'm gonna tell you one thing, Stan. If you ever tried that, I'm gonna hand it to you in your lap, and you do your own doggone show."
Yeah.
And I believe that. I honestly believe that. I mean, anybody that knows Pam knows that she runs her shows with iron fist, and she does a great job at it. And why fix something that's not broken?
Right.
You don't sugarcoat anything. You got to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta be honest.
Tony, can you introduce yourself? Your title?
I am Tony P. I'm out of Houston, and I am the National Director of Riders for Life Global.
Nice. Look at her. All right. I got a super chat. Thank you to Game Changer. Game Changer says, big shout out to John, Wendy, Pam, and Tim for an amazing Riders for Life event. Savannah Strong got to meet Stan for the first time. Such a great organized event, and recommend anyone that can attend do so. Nice, Game Changer. Thank you for that super chat, man.
Thanks for the shout out.
Thank you. Thanks, Game Changer.
All right, so let's keep it going, man. Also, I want to say thank you to Tony. I want to say thank you to Mama Duck. I want to say thank you to Stan and Ty Flame and LaHurl, man, because when you guys have these shows and I need the first place wins, you guys send them to me, man. LaHurl hit me the other day and said, "Hey, did you get it yet?" I said, "No, I ain't got it yet." He gave it to me. So to keep the scorecard fair and honest, I don't want the results from anybody. I want the results from the people who actually hold the event. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to receive the numbers or names from anybody. I want to receive them from that platform. So I thank you guys for actually taking time to send me the winners of the sound and LED contest, man. Appreciate that. That helps me keep the scorecard really fair.
So is this something you're gonna do next year as well?
Yeah. It's gonna be going along. Hey, Stan. Now I'm an OG. I'm a 15 baby. I'm a 15 baby. So I've been rocking since 15. So it is gonna be going on as far as I can take it, man. As far as I can take it. Okay. What is Black Mama says? Tony is also married to Dancing Machine, aka Roscoe.
Yes, indeed.
But Roscoe, can you elaborate on that, Tony?
Roscoe was on a show. When I tell you he's gonna grudge, if it's a grudge match, he's gonna grudge. And his music might not be the best music, but his dance moves gets him a win every time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So listen, those are all my talking points, man. So I'm gonna go on this commercial, but when we come back off this commercial, man, I want to see if you guys want to talk about any changes for 2024, any new locations, anything that you guys are working on, or maybe the people need to look out for 2024. Just any updates, anything for 2004 you can give us. We're gonna go on a commercial. We'll be right back, and then you guys can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys want to ask the platform some questions, you want to ask we have 38 viewers. If you guys want to ask some questions, maybe that's what we'll do. So let's go on this commercial. We'll be right back.
The Three-Wheel Showdown is on stop number 13, and they're closing out 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Three-Wheel Showdown has partnered up with VSSR, Exotic Cars and Slingshot Rentals, located at 3341 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it all kicks off Friday, October the 27th, with gates opening up at 9 a.m. Get there early for all of your premier three-wheel accessory providers to upgrade your three-wheel motorcycle. Underground Auto Styling, Zarate Steelworks, Sport Ride of Altoona, Show Chrome, The Wash Guys. Friday afternoon kicks off the world-famous Three-Wheel Showdown team battles. And at dark kicks off the world-famous Light the Night LEDs competition, where you can win $1,000 for knowing how to operate your light. Make sure you get there early so you can sign up for the official Las Vegas Strip Purge Ride to the MSG Sphere on the Las Vegas Strip. There will be a whole lot of parking lot pimping. There will be special guest appearances and a live performance from the Bay Area legendary rapper Spice One.
Cooling on the corner with the cellular phone.
And not to mention, you can get a glimpse of T-Pain's new slingshot, brought to you by UAS. And who knows what other surprise guests you may see at the Three-Wheel Showdown Las Vegas, stop number 13, Friday, October the 27th, and Saturday, October the 28th, at the VSSR, Exotic Cars and Slingshot Rentals, located at 3341 South Sammy Davis Jr. Drive. And it's all being sponsored in part by Thug World Music Group, Like the Night San Antonio, Like the Night Florida, Like the Night Maryland, Cozy Custom, Diamond Design, Power X Lithium Battery, The Jones Team LLC, Sling Fusion. For more information or direction, call 210-835-5910 or log on to showdownrally.com.
All right, and we are back. Man. If you're just now tuning in, man, this live stream was sponsored by the 12-volt specialist, man. The 12-volt specialist. If you want that air bass, if you want that real bass, that Texas bass, man, go see Brad, the 12-volt specialist. Zarate Steelworks, man. Zarate Steelworks is a world-class company, man. If you want to take your slingshot from one level to a higher level, man, if you want to bring your slingshot alive, please shop at Zarate Steelworks. And use the discount code. It's a 10% discount code, ZSWSUTV, when you shop at Zarate Steelworks. Callaway and Sons, man, is heating and air conditioning service in New Orleans, man. They have 24-hour emergency service. This is a company that's been in business for over 20 years. If you are in the New Orleans, Louisiana area, you have to contact Callaway and Sons. And Light the Night. If you want to light the night, you have to get Light the Night out of San Antonio, Texas. Those are our sponsors for tonight's live stream. We are back. All right, so listen, guys, I want to talk about 2024, man. What are we doing? Is there something we need to expect, or some changes, or things you guys are working on right now? What's happening in 2024?
Not many changes, some additions. I mean, we're gonna go back to all of the places that we went this year. We're gonna add a few. We're doing Oklahoma City. We're keeping Kansas. Where else we going?
Is Tampa gonna be the first event again?
Actually, the Tampa event, I believe we're moving the Tampa event to last I checked. When I talked to Ty, I hate that he's not here, but I believe that the Tampa event next year will move to West Palm Beach, which I believe is closer to Miami. So they'll take it on next year. So there'll be some changes and likely some surprises. Yeah. We're going to go back to Chicago next year. We're going to change some things up, but as far as our rules and speaker count and all that, I believe, again, what's worked for us is that we're consistent and have been consistent over the years. And I don't believe there's much talk about changing much of that.
Okay.
So, again, we're adding a few places. We're not taking away anybody. We're looking forward to having a great year.
Yeah, nice. I want to ask this question about the sound. I've heard, well, I don't know if I heard, but someone said maybe in the Slingfest that maybe competitors are not being able to play up if they want to play up like 2 or 3 levels. If they want to pay more registration fees and just keep playing on up to different categories. Is that what happened?
Yeah, All-Star, we want to try to keep it like you can go up one round and that's it. We want people to have chances to win. And because I know these guys, they spend a lot of money on building these bikes over the winter time, and to have someone to come up from a different class to go all the way up and stuff like that, and just keep going up, I don't think that's fair to the person that's in a certain class, because they have built their bike to go against a person in that class. Now you can go up one class, that's fine.
Yeah,
but that's all we are allowing at this point.
Okay, nice.
And that's something that we just put in place this year because we got a lot of feedback from a number of people that they registered for welterweight, and then we had people come in and just take all the belts and trophies. I talked to Sean about it. I talked to Tony about it. I didn't just we didn't just go in and just change it. We wanted to hear feedback from everybody, and the consensus was that give everybody the opportunity to win.
Yes.
It keeps the fun in it. I don't think. Let me, and maybe I'm wording this wrong. We have a very, very serious platform, but we want to keep the fun in it. We want to, we don't, people are serious about this sound.
Yeah, they are.
They put a lot of money in these bikes. They came to win, and I've heard people say that well, hell, they can go buy their own trophy. What they spending, they drive all the way to Texas, drive all the way to Chicago, just to win a $40 trophy. Well, it's more than that.
Yeah, it is.
It's more than that. I mean, it's more than just about the trophy. It's more than just about the belt. I saw a brother here a little while back. I said, "Man, where are all them belts you won?" And he opened the closet door. They were piled in a box. So it's not about the belt. It's not about the trophy. Whatever it's about, it's serious. I mean, I believe my bike sounds pretty good. House of Sound keeps me up and going. Shout out to Alex. And I appreciate it. But I'm not me myself. I'm not so serious into sound. I'm not, I'm into events. I'm into, I think the pleasure that I get, the warmth that I get is that I can walk around Slingfest. Here in Texas, we do events year round. We have our end of season event coming up in Lake Charles. Then we're moving to the holiday season. We have a number of a ton of trunk or treats that we're doing. We've teamed up with the Harris County Sheriff Department, Constable Department, you name it. But the warmth that I feel is that I can go and I can look at the enjoyment, that Riders4life is creating. Whether it's here in Houston, whether it's in Chicago, in Nashville, in many places around the country, that's where my warmth comes from. I can sit back and let people enjoy, the fruits of not only my labor at this point, but the labor of all these people on the screen. So, it's nice to, champion your own cause and toot your own horn, and say Riders4life is number 2 here, Slingfest is number 2. It's nice. That's a nice feeling. But the best feeling is to know that you're able to reach down in every community, there is, and bring a good feeling to everybody. That's the best feeling. For me, it is. Yeah.
And All-Star, let me say this, All-Star. We also have grudge matches. So if you did not get to go against somebody that you really wanted to go against in the sound competition, you can go against them in a grudge match, because that's what we have that on the side. And that, trust me, those grudge matches turn into a whole nother situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I believe it.
Yeah, what we have is Riders for Life has a name for everything. We have a logo. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen our flags and our logo, but I got a flag for 100 things. So we have what's called pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up, and where I can call Sean out. And by the way, I don't know if you listen, Marie, but when you get your slingshot worked on, I'm calling you out. We have sponsors that pay for trophies, and we give a trophy out for everything. I mean, my closet right now, my garage. I mean, anybody can tell you, I got boxes and boxes of giveaways and boxes and and crates out in the garage where people have donated us all kinds of things just to give away, and I can't give away enough for the next UPS truck coming in. Full of things that we can give away. Herman, you shed some light on yourself.
He on the move. He on the move.
Again, Riders for Life is this big umbrella. And if you can't come to our events and enjoy yourself and leave with that warm, fuzzy feeling, where that it's nothing like Southern hospitality. There's nothing, absolutely nothing like coming to one of our events and feeling that you belong there, that you're welcome to be there. So again, I can give shout outs all day, because we got that many people, that many good people in our group that's pitching in to do great things.
Awesome, man. Awesome, Stan. I love it, man. I love it. Let's jump up here to Wendy and John, man. I want to hear about what you guys got going on in 2024.
Well, I had this conversation earlier. Everything directed to Mama Duck.
Okay. Well, let me skip down to Mama Duck. Mama Duck, talk to us about Savannah Strong next year.
Wow, really, John? Okay.
Mama Duck, those are monsters you created. I just want to tell you that. You created that.
I guess you could say that. So tentatively, we're looking at July 4th and 13th for Savannah Strong. We're already starting some fundraising now. Looking to make some changes this year, change things up. John?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing probably some night rides for Friday and Saturday night. After the stereo light competition and stuff. We're checking into a couple tracks, possibly depending on cost and stuff like that. But we listened to some of the feedback, and people seem to enjoy more of a night ride, either downtown or to a casino, or just getting out and showing off, the lights and stuff like that. So we'll probably do something in that.
We're going to switch up some things this year.
Yeah, and switch a few things up. We've been in discussion with Mama Duck on that, and we'll make a final decision and get things posted.
Okay, nice. Let me thank Black Mama for this super chat. Her message is, Stan, I'm still waiting on you to pull up. Stan, what you don't want to play around with Black Mama, Stan.
Black Mama.
Hold on, Stan. You on mute.
I called her out. I made the mistake of calling her out.
Lord.
And it's been a mistake that has been around for a minute now. And every time I see her, I'm trying to butter her up to keep her from bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And just one other quick thing about about Indy. I mean, if you've never been downtown in Annapolis on the weekend at night, I mean, it's a whole different experience. So if they incorporated ride, one of the things that I enjoyed doing in Indy was going downtown. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, especially people climbing on the statues and
Yeah.
and and all that. I had a great time in it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go, I have a great time in Indy. It's a different experience than here in the South. We don't have those big old statues downtown, so it's a different kind of feeling. But I enjoyed myself, and hats off to them for always welcoming me down in Indy.
Nice.
Thank you, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Sean, talk to me about the exhaust. Sean, talk to me about the exhaust competition. You on mute too. Hold on. You on mute.
All right, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I had a record-breaking Slingfest.
Okay.
With the exhaust. I think it was about 6 or 7 exhaust people that participated.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to keep that going next year.
Yeah.
And maybe you can start putting that on the books, because I'm trying to get this going throughout the nation. I'm gonna see how that's gonna work though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With Sean, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. See if we can get it on the scorecard.
Yeah.
Do you do that at every Slingfest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's talk. If you do that at every Slingfest, to get it going, let's talk about that offline, and we'll see if we can do that.
Well,
okay.
And let me put this out. He doesn't do it at Pam's or
no.
He does it here in the Deep South.
Okay.
So we're trying to incorporate new things in our Slingfest. And that's something that we're gonna have to have a conversation with. Sean serves in a dual capacity. He runs his own group, Loud and Proud, which is part of Riders for Life, which is a Riders for Life group. But he also serves as state admin here in Texas. So he serves in both of those capacities. He's been a great help to me. One of the things that here in Texas, with the people that here, whether it's Herman or Tony or Sean, and even with Ryan, I mean, we talk pretty regularly. Sean, excuse me, I'm sorry, Pam, I mean, we communicate pretty regularly. And when I call Whitney and John, they always answer the phone. So we're pretty close knit family. I mean, we keep in touch. If there's something going on, in one neck of the woods, we all know about it. But back to Sean, he's been a great help here in Houston. He stepped up to the plate. We have a lot of great things going on, and I appreciate him as well. So
Nice,
thank
nice.
you, Sean.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. Well, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything that you guys, as a platform, as Riders for Life, as Slingfest, want to talk about? Let's talk about those things. If you got something you want to converse about, let's do it.
Ryan, what do you want to talk about?
I'm just excited for the 2024 Chicago show. Just bigging up the Midwest period. The South is where it started, Texas, just our biggest platform. Just trying to grow the rest of the chapters just as good as that, if not better. Continue to get people to join. And at the end of the day, we're just a riding group that just have fun. So getting to go out to Savannah Strong next year, Ohio, Batwoman over there. I'm sorry, she's in Detroit.
Yeah, she's in Michigan.
Yeah, she's in Michigan. Everybody that's in Ohio. So just getting everybody in the Midwest together. So super excited. It's been one hell of a year to close out. So it's a much anticipated 2024 season coming up.
Yeah.
And then just people, so people know, Ryan started his Showstoppers group. I think it was last year. Was it last year that you started?
Actually, Showstoppers started up this year.
It started this year. Okay. Well, and we transitioned this Showstoppers group into Riders for Life this year. So he's new in his role, as state admin for Illinois. Uh, Again, he's done a great job in keeping excitement going and growing the brand down in Chicago. Um, uh, I have to, I can't, move forward without, giving his parents a shout out. I do it all the time. I had the pleasure of meeting both his parents. Um, he's a product of them. I mean, and in knowing him, you know them. I mean, some of the greatest people in the world. That has class. They've come down to Texas City. They've come to Baton Rouge. I've seen them in a number of places. So we couldn't ask for any more support than they could give, because I see them everywhere. So shout out to your parents. For having such a great son as you. That's willing to give us your time.
Thank you. And I was at all the shows too.
I remember, but I'm talking about the parents.
Every show. Oh man.
Yeah.
Right now I'm talking about the parents.
But yeah, that's who I definitely got to introduce. My mom. She had got me into all of this, and shout out to her for sure.
Yeah. Great people to know.
Awesome, man. Stan, you got a request here, Stan. What's with the platform? I'm gonna say the platform. You got a request here from the Godfather. He says, please do an event in Arizona. He says Texas is a long drive, man.
Yeah, and he's made it a few times, believe it or not.
I'm trying to help you, Godfather. I'm trying to help you, Godfather.
Yeah. He's made that drive a few times. I don't know if anybody has made that drive, but one of the things about going into Phoenix, that little part where they had them dust storms, man, talking about blackout,
yeah,
man. But if you ever been to Phoenix, it's a beautiful city. I love it. I love where the shopping centers are sitting in the middle of the mountains. But the last time, just real quick here, last time I was going to Phoenix, my truck broke down. My motor went out. And that's how I met Tony. I put out a call for help. I had a slingshot on the trailer. I had my trailer, but nothing to pull it with. So I met Tony. She was coming out of California. Her brother had fallen ill. She went in to get him, and she took time out for me. She stopped in. She picked up the trailer. Our members came down from Phoenix to El Paso. My truck comes out of El Paso, and again, if you know anything about I-10 going towards Phoenix, once you get out of San Antonio, and between San Antonio and El Paso is no man's land. They even got a sign to say, fill up now, because there's not another service station.
Run out of gas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they got a sign on the road. This is your last fill up stop.
So many miles.
Yeah. So Tony stopped. She pulled my trailer home. Ever since then, I haven't been able to get rid of it. Her and Roscoe, I tell you. So it's been a great journey. It has. Riders for Life has been around for a long time. I mean, it started as a motorcycle club some years back. I was much younger. I was in my 20s. Fast forward, more than 20 years later, we transitioned into a slingshot group, and it's been the best journey there is. I mean, I've met a lot of great people. Tony being one of them, and all the people on this screen, including yourself, All Star. I've had the pleasure of meeting some great people. I have.
Right.
I have. So shout out to all y'all for making the community what it is. I think we still got a lot of life left in us. Um, we all have our own platforms, and our own ideas about how to make things a whole lot better. But let's keep the journey going. Let's make it something where if I'm gone tomorrow, I can on my dying bed, I can say, you know what, I did that. Yeah.
Nice. All right, let me give a super thank you for the super chat from Crawlin 504. She says, Nola Slingshot Riders enjoyed this weekend with you, Stan. Awesome time on Bourbon Street. Stan, man, you be out there, Stan. You be moving, boy.
Man,
Stan be out there moving, boy. Hey, when you
I'm gonna say, let me say, while crawling 504,
yeah,
they don't know how to go home. If you go to New Orleans, they don't know how to go home.
yeah.
They had me out there on Bourbon Street, and I looked at my phone. I was on live. I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna tell you, they brought me a drink. I said, it was sweet. I said, you know what? That's not gonna work. So I went in the restaurant and I got a triple shot of Grey Goose, and then I drank the other one. Talking about a hard time getting back to the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was a difficult time. But shout out to Nola. The entire group. I mean, they had my back. From time I arrived in Louisiana, from time I left and departed in Laplace on my way back to Texas. They showed me a great time. If ever, I can say this. Is if ever there was a great bunch of people, ever. They showed me a great time, and I knew that if I didn't make it back to the hotel, that I'd wake up in my own bed, at the hotel room, because they had my back, from start to finish, and I appreciate them. I appreciate them. We went down to Biloxi. I got a chance to visit with some of our members down in Mississippi. I had a great time. Yeah. That's what it's about.
With that being said, Stan, we got a super chat from Moet the Painter. And Moet says, you guys have to do a show in Mississippi. We're showing out. He said they showing out.
Yeah. We working on that. We are working on, on our show, with Aaron down in Mississippi. He's our he's our admin, state admin down in Mississippi. We have the divas, and what's the group? Divas and guys.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah, we have that group. They're very supportive. We're going to do something down in Mississippi next year. They are on our calendar for next year. We haven't decided a venue yet, but we are working to do some things wherever our groups exist, as long as we have people there that are willing to join in and work with us. I don't want to have to go to Timbuktu. People in Timbuktu want to do a sling fest, but I got to go down there to get it done. I don't want to do that. One. So, I think we have a lot of willing workers in Riders for Life, that don't mind doing the work, because when you leave, and when I leave, if I had a great time, I know I'm going back. I'm not going back nowhere that I didn't have a great time. So that's why we strive and work so hard, to make sure that all of our events are successful, and that we put the right people in place, such as Pam and Tim and Wendy and John, that we have them. And, let me say just real quick, Savannah Strong has been going on long before Slingfest, and we appreciate, Wendy and John for welcoming in Riders for Life Slingfest, into their home and to their event, that we can come in and we can add to the fun that already exists.
Yeah.
Nice. And shout out to Savannah. I see, I see her pictures every day. You know, her mom and dad loved her to death. They did.
Right.
They did.
Thank you, Stan.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me thank Tony Kershaw for the super chat. I think that's great conversations. You guys are truly amazing. In my Stan's voice, keep it fun. From Tony.
What's up, Tony?
All right. Also, we got Sling Chick in here. How you doing, Sling Chick? Just trying to see who's in here. Okay. All right. So listen, man. I thank you guys for coming on, man. I'm not gonna hold you, man. We've been on here for an hour and 25 minutes, man. I want to thank the platform, man, for coming on. You guys have an open door policy with SUTV, man. Anytime you want to come on, man, you don't even have to ask, man. Just send me a message and we can get it on the calendar, man. And you guys can come on anytime, man. Okay. And I think you already know that. I think you already know that, right, Stan?
Yeah, I know that. I mean, you and I, you have an open door policy. You know, I want to again, I want to commend you, on your new setup here. I remember when you was out in the jungle, in the top of a tree, and I'm looking at all this amazing. I'm like, damn, when did he get that?
Yeah.
So shout out to you for doing a great thing, in the community. As always, it's nice to know that not only are you doing a great thing in the community, but you live here also.
Yeah.
It's nice to know. It's good.
Keep up the good work, All-Star, man. We appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
But the thing is though, I can't do SUTV if you guys don't continue to come. You see what I'm saying?
And we come.
So you guys got to continue to come. That's
you.
the only way I can keep SUTV going is if you guys bring that conversation and we keep it going. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
You didn't read the last message from Godfather Sling, All-Star.
What let me see.
847 and 847.
Okay, All-Star gives the owners a voice.
Yeah.
All-Star gives the owners a voice. I got you. That's what it is. I'm trying to connect everybody together across the United States. People that wouldn't see people, people that wouldn't meet people. At least you can conversate with them and see a picture and video and talk to them and learn from them, learn from each other. So I thank you for that message, Godfather.
No, it's the one that don't let the 60-year-old number fool you. Stan get out like a teenager.
Where? Oh, that he's talking about Stan. Don't let that
like a teenager. You know what? And I've been in the bed, laying flat on my back since I got back from New Orleans. I'm telling you, I rode that slingshot to New Orleans, and it was a great ride. On the way back, I was able to stop and visit with our members, in different parts of Louisiana, but it cost. There's a cost to that. I mean, don't let the waving and the smile, try coming back from riding to Biloxi and going back to New Orleans and have to drive all the way back to Texas. Try pushing that one leg out the bed. It's tough. It is. It's tough. So again, shout out to all of our members. All of our admins are doing a wonderful job, representing Riders for Life. We appreciate y'all, and we appreciate you too, All-Star.
Yes, all right. Thank you.
Appreciate you, All-Star.
All right, man. I'll see you guys later.
Sure.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Take care.
Later.
Take care. All right, y'all. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was a wonderful episode with Riders for Life, man, and Slingfest, man. Listen, the takeaways, man. Listen, as of today, 87 Slingfest events, man. So let's give it up to those guys for that, man. 87 Slingfest events. Listen, if you know what it takes to do one Slingfest or one event, it's a lot of planning. It's a lot of teamwork. It's a lot of meetings. It's a lot of PowerPoints. It's a lot of coordinating. It's a lot. So they're on number 87, and counting, man. So you know what? Send those guys a message, man. Go on Riders for Life events on Facebook and send them a message, man. So congratulations, man. 87 and counting. All right. So we also talked about the second place awards, man. Listen, they consistently give out a second place award at their events, man. That's awesome, man. If you drive 8 hours, 10 hours, or whatever, you're there. If you get a second place, man, that means something to you, man. Also, Stan also hit on the paddles. At the end of the day, 1000% is that you should do what best works for you, and that's what they do. That's what best works for them. So kudos to them for doing what works for them. And then also with the sound, we talked about it. Sean talked about it. They're going to allow you to play one up, so you're not going to be able to play all the way up if it's possible. You're only going to be able to play one up. So they spoke about that too. So listen, they're excited about 2024. I'm excited about it too. I definitely will be there. I commended them and gave them a compliment on the first event of 2023 was in Tampa, and that was an awesome event. So, check out Riders for Life Slingfest, man. They're here. They're doing it. And I have to mention, man, there was a national, Polaris put out a national rankings, man. The biggest shows, the biggest slingshot gatherings, the biggest shows for slingshot events. And Riders for Life was right up there, I think number 2 or something like that. But congratulations for that, Riders for Life Slingfest, man. That is not a neighborhood thing. That is not a city thing. That's nationally, man. So you guys have to give it up for them, man. So Slingfest, thank you for coming on, man. And we're going to be out. Peace. Listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say for the betterment of the slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Give me your